Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to really get some great content from mounting an Insta360 to the outside of your car. This car here is a Porsche GT3, which I've used to capture some great content, which I'll share below as well, some snippets of that, using the Insta360 1RS, as well as a ram mount triple suction cup, and a selfie stick, which only needs to extend to 120 centimeters. You don't need anything bigger than that. That's some of the mistakes I've made on the earlier iterations of trying to capture this content. So this selfie stick alone only extends this far. You don't need the extended length one, just as a heads up. And I'll also talk briefly about this other ram mount, which led me to purchase the triple suction ram mount. This ram mount, a MagSafe Apple charger, snaps in place. It really allows you to just leverage your iPhone for some quick internal content, whether it's a view driving, external as a dash cam type feature, or mounted to the rear window, just capturing the inside of the cockpit. So we'll talk a little bit more, but I'm gonna show you the products that I've been using for the videos. So let's dive into the products. First and foremost, as I mentioned, I use the Insta360 1RS. This camera, very lightweight, small, captures 4K video, really great at eliminating the selfie stick and capturing everything that's going on around you. The software is great. I highly recommend getting one of these cameras if you want to capture not only things of your car, but anything in your life, whether you're going on trips or whatnot. So I'll link this below. You can get it at any photography store or electronics store like Best Buy, etc. So really great product, super small, lightweight, like I said, and super durable as well. So highly recommended. As for the triple suction cup mount, I'm going to start with what I use for the interior, as I mentioned. So I stumbled upon these ram mounts that you're able to pop in these Apple MagSafe chargers. They're super strong. I've mounted it to the window. I've tugged on it, haven't been able to remove it. Obviously, I didn't put all my strength into it, but very strong, sturdy. You can mount multiple of these if you have multiple iPhones, or if you're working with anyone else on capturing some of the content. So when I struggled with the Delkin triple mount, it wasn't the Delkin's fault. It was actually a lot of the advice I was getting online, or from the research, was to really get the extended length Insta360 selfie stick, which was over twice the size of this one. This one's pretty long, as you saw already. So, but the other one is, like I said, over twice the length, and it was hanging back way far. That force from that moment arm is so long, that so much torque, that it would just make the Delkin mount just move. It was not stable. I didn't trust it to drive with that long stick on the car mounted to a triple suction mount. It led me to believe, all right, well, maybe I could get a smaller selfie stick, which is this Insta360 here. As I said, 120 centimeters. This is all you need. And the Ram triple suction cup mount that I ended up purchasing, which is also super strong. I really enjoy this product. It did come in a few different pieces, which I had to assemble, but it was very easy to do so. Just a few screws, everything went into place, and it's super strong. Same suction cups as the single mount, but with 3 of them. And also I ended up obviously purchasing the one with the 1/4" 20 thread, so that the selfie stick could screw right onto the top. So this is a setup that I decided to go with. Nothing against the Delkin. I actually think the Delkin would be better, more versatile, because for instance, if I wanted to mount the camera on this side of the body on the exterior, this one cannot do it, right? This is a solid piece of plastic, and these suction cups are stationary. So you need to put this on a flat surface. Whereas with the Delkin, each of those suction cups is adjustable. So a surface like this would be totally fine. It would, there's a lot of knobs and screws, but it really lets you fine tune exactly what you're looking to do, which for many of you will be a one-stop shop. With this, I'll probably still need to buy the Delkin, but given the first iterations and the thought process I had going through it, I decided to land on this, and I'm going to use this to capture some content for the next few weeks, and we'll see where it takes me from there. But so in regards to setting this up, I'm going to head over there. I'm going to move the camera so you guys can get a better view, and then show you what how it looks like and how sturdy it is. So as I mentioned, the first thing you're going to do is put the selfie stick onto this Ram triple suction cup mount, and I'm also going to connect the Insta360 camera to the selfie stick, making sure that it's tight. That's tight. This is tight. Don't want anything coming off. It's important to note that this is something else that I was missing. You don't want to angle this camera to face the car. You want to keep it in line with the selfie stick, because this is the angle in which the Insta360 technology knows to remove the stick based on the way the algorithms are in place and how it, electronically does so. So make sure that you keep the camera up and down with the stick and don't angle it at all. Keep it straight. And now it's not going to matter where it ends up, because it's a 360-degree camera. It captures everything going on in all angles. So you don't really have to worry about anything else besides keeping it straight on the stick. From there, we're ready to mount the camera and the triple suction cup mount to the car. So I'm going to line it up, make sure that it's centered with the car. And I'm going to place it down. And now it's ready to be mounted. So I just have to flip these 3 levers. And I already pre-adjusted this because I had put this on before just to experiment with it. And here you can see it is super sturdy. It's not going anywhere. And this camera is ready to work. So that's all you need to do. I'm gonna here zoom in on this a little bit. So this is the box of the camera that I've used, as well as the actual mount itself. As I mentioned, you don't need to worry about what the orientation of this camera is. Just leave it as is and you'll be fine. And that's all you need to do. Thank you all for watching today. Can't wait to share some great content that I'm able to capture using this rig, but also just as excited to see everything that you guys are able to produce using the Insta360 camera and a similar setup. So really excited for the journey. I'm just starting myself, but hopefully this video was helpful. I know it helped me to share everything that I've learned throughout the process and what I was looking at buying. All of those items are linked below. Feel free to shoot me any questions, and I look forward to seeing what you guys could share.